What up, man? What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Doing good, man. Active and awesome. Hold on one second. Hey, Siri. Pause. Man, I've been waiting for this album to officially come out so I don't have to listen to the little secret SoundCloud link anymore.
Yeah? What up? I've been waiting too. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I want to tell you about my struggles, though. Okay, hold on real quick. Because
What's
when
up?
I had
What's
this
up with
secret,
you? Your hair looks good, man.
Oh, thank you. No, but the struggle of having the secret SoundCloud link and it couldn't connect to my HomePod. So I couldn't play it out of like certain speakers.
Oh, word.
So now it's like, now I finally arrived. I finally arrived.
Word.
You were there in spirit, and now all is right with the world.
That's
man.
good. Yeah. Now we domicile wide. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So look at your domicile. That looks flavor with all them joints. You got the Boy Sand right there next to the Roots. Cool.
Yeah, right there.
I've probably seen all those because you had those up in another place, right?
Yeah, my other place had the big wall that kind of had them right next to each other. But actually, I don't know. Did you ever come to my
I never
spot?
come through, but I seen photographs.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, these are the 24 most important albums in my life, man. So, you know, you're in good company.
Yo. Yeah, I'm in great company, man. What an honor. You know, I was born on September 24th.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
What's your birthday?
August 19th.
My father's birthday is August 24th.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know,
A lot of synergies.
all pretty close by, you know.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some wintertime fun today.
Okay.
You know, even though I'm not a skier, maybe some tubing or some I don't know. It's a surprise. Snowmobiling, boy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Gonna do some snowmobiling, which I've never done before, so that's gonna be fun.
I'm a big snowboarding fan. I used to go to Hunter Mountain all the time. In the city. Yeah,
Hunter Mountain, I'm not even familiar. I've never been snowboarding, but my boy Gam snowboards. But are you skateboard?
Nah, not anymore. I grew up skateboarding.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely grew up skateboarding, but
I think the skateboarding, you know, translates to the snowboarding pretty good, right?
I don't know, man. You know, skateboard, if you're getting in trouble, you could just jump off the board and run. You know,
right.
Snowboard, your legs are locked in there. So
true.
if you find yourself in a challenging situation, you gotta know how to throw your whole body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no running to safety in that. So
I skied one time and I'm never doing it again. Didn't work for me. You know, like we went up, the cat that I was with, you know, the people I was with, the cat that spearheaded the whole thing. After I did the bunny slope for a couple of seconds, he was like, "Oh, you ready for something big, you know, or something bigger?" And I basically just fell down this thing. I couldn't even get down without just falling down. Like I wound up having to sit on my butt and just slide down little by little. Not doing it anymore, but I guess I've done it, you know.
There was a story this week I think it's out of Lake Tahoe. A big bear named, they called him Frank the Tank, I think. Big Frank the Tank, something. So a 500-pound bear has robbed like 28 homes in Lake Tahoe since September. He's breaking anybody who has pizza out. He gets in there, he gets the pizza.
Yeah. Oh snap, we have pizza here, but we on the second floor, the third floor. So we should be all right.
Yeah, you should be all right. But yeah,
Jack, so there's a bear robbing. I wonder, because you know, intelligent wildlife.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you. I mean, people get, you know, wildlife gets used to things.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I wonder if it's a bear. I wonder if it's a bear, if it's somebody who's slick enough to make it seem like it's a bear. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, there was this movie growing up called The Great Outdoors with John Candy.
I never saw that one.
That's what this feels like to me. It was like this one bear, this notorious, mythical, magnanimous bear was wreaking havoc on their campfire. So it was fun.
Okay.
So tell me about the project, man. I mean, is this your first project with Mello, or your second one?
This is my fourth one.
Your fourth one, okay.
Yeah. The first one was Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was Don't Feed the Monster. The third one was Angelito, and this is the fourth one.
Mm.
And it's produced entirely by Illingsworth. You up on Illingsworth joints?
Not till this, man, but he crushed this. I mean, I can't remember who I was talking to from over there over DM, but yo, this is fresh production.
Yo, Illingsworth, you know, what you get here is but a small percentage, you know? Illingsworth has been coming out for a long, long time. And you know, he's got like 30 drops of his own. And he actually also raps extraordinarily as well. If you want to listen to a great rap tape, he got an album called Only Rappers Will Like This, where he raps on every joint and does all the production. And it's extraordinary. I think that you will listen to it and think it's fantastic.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out. Only
But,
rappers will like this.
Only rappers will like this. And that was a self-release thing he did. But he put something out on Mellow called You're No Fun. It's mostly beats, but he raps on it some. And he's got open mic on there rapping, and Denmark Vesey on there rapping just a little bit, but it's mostly beats. But yeah, he's super gifted. I think anybody that peeps him will. Some people will be surprised that they never heard of him. Others, I think everybody that listens to him is gonna think he's fly.
Yeah, he came with the thunder on this project. You know, I think so many of these off kilter, you know, sort of production choices, like, you know, where I don't even know, it feels like a slide guitar, like, you know, might come in like unexpectedly at different points in time, and you know, I think it was just a great collection of soundscapes.
Hold up, glad you digs, yo.
Yeah. So, what's the goal for it? What's the goal when you were putting this together? There, what was where were you coming from? Where were you coming from in life? What was there a target for this?
I don't think I'm a targeter. I don't think I'm a target type. You know what I mean? I don't really have a 5-day plan, 5-minute plan. I don't check the 5-day forecast. Oh, wait, yo, the forecast is crazy, big. People looking at the forecast telling me what the weather's gonna be tomorrow. You know, sometimes people look at the forecast. I look at the forecast from time to time to you know, as additional info. I could tell, I got my indigenous means of telling what the weather is and what's going to be later. And they work to a high percentage, you know what I'm saying? But if I want some, you know, additional information that might be useful, maybe I'll check the forecast. But sometimes I'll look at it and it, like, say right now, what is it, 10 o'clock, right? And it'll say 1 o'clock, rain, 100%. How you gonna say, who do you think you are, big? It's not 100%, big. And then, but the best thing about it is, sometimes it'll rain. A lot of times it'll say 100%, it won't rain. Everybody's seeing this. Everybody knows. It ain't no secret that a lot of times it'll say 100% and don't rain or snow. And cats is still, I forgot how all this come up. But my point is, I like to go take it by minute, you know what I'm saying? With the project, you know, I'll let you in on a little secret that is a small secret that you're one of the few that have been let in on. You know what I mean? Because you're my boy and we've been friends. You know what I'm saying? Illingsworth, like I said before, has 30, 40 instrumental drops. And I love music. You know, it's all I do. It's all I'm encompassing. My life gets more beautiful and beautiful the more I just let everything else go, you know? So I'm so grateful, blessed that I just have the time to just sit there and just listen to all Illingsworth beats, you know, to all Illingsworth releases. You know, me, you know, my last record was A$AP Rock did is great. My record before that, Quelle did is great. I mean, you know, like I have beats that are just for me from the greatest producers in the world, you know, and I love them. Yet still, I was listening to all these Illingsworth beat projects, and I was like, I have to write to these beats that are already out. All the beats on There in Spirit, Illingsworth put out before, so nobody knows. They're not exactly the same. Some of them been reformatted a little, you know, they've been remixed, you know. They're not as he put them out. But the one thing that I can say that I think is a powerful thing, because it's true, is I have in my computer and all whatever devices thousands of amazing beats that I want to write to and that I really wake up and, what I'm going to write to today. You know, how do I feel today? Let me see what catches today. And I do prefer, you know, to have everything brand new and everything. But even these joints was very underutilized. You know what I mean? Like Illingsworth is part of the global neuroses. You know, Illingsworth is one of the greatest producers in the world. But you know, I knew that these beats was underutilized. I knew that, but I'm telling you this, it's like a secret, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the fact is, even with the abundance of beats that I have that are really extraordinary, that I write to all the time, I could not pull myself away from writing to these Illingsworth beats that I was listening to on Spotify, that I was listening to on Bandcamp. You know, I'm like, I want to write to this. And I didn't even know, that's another thing. I didn't have any idea for a project. I was like, I want to write to this. I want to make songs to this. Maybe I could use this for promo. This is already out, so I can't, release it as a project. You know what I mean? But maybe I just put it on, as a mixtape joint or some exclusive for somebody. Oh, I want to make this one too. I want to make this one too. Before I knew it, and this project isn't even all of them, because there was other ones that because once they were out and I realized I want to put these out, there's too many of these that just have a loosies here and there. We had to work out it coming out again, but yeah, I guess so I didn't have no plan and nothing like that. I don't ever have no plan, but I did make two of the jams in 2018.
Okay.
It's an interesting thing because I got down with Mellow Music Group, right? And I was kind of teetering on the brink of insanity, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And not actually, even though I did write around, I don't deal in moderation, and I'm clinically insane. That's a dangerous combination. I look up clinically insane to see if that's exaggeration. All it did was give me confirmation. So I guess, depending, even though I feel happy, I ain't sad or killing nobody and nothing like that. But I was right on the brink of going into, the dark side, you know what I mean? And then the only constant you can hear that, because that's what the only constant is about, like things are changing. Can I deal with this? I really couldn't, like, there's a melancholy tone in it. And I was about to break, you know what I mean? And then I did, and the result was Dusty, which is an album that I put out and everything. And, I think from a music standpoint and, melody, from all the sonic components of music, I think, I think there's a lot to say for it, but from the standpoint of frequency and what I'm sharing and what's coming out, it was toxicity and real. It was a lot of toxicity coming out. I don't like it. I don't want it to be the first record that my niece and nephew hear. I don't like for people. It's not representative of me. You know what I mean? I don't do a lot of those joints live. You know what I mean? And then the backlash of that was Don't Feed the Monster, which was just like, yo, I need to get all this stuff under control. I need to deal with what's going on with me. You know what I mean? Like I really need to, dig inside the self, spend some time with myself, face some demons, you know what I'm saying? Which I did. Then Angelito came out, which was like the yin and the yang, it's Angelito plus the Taijitu, which is like my both sides, like kind of dealing with the two of me. And then only after that, those three things came out, that I write the other 5 songs to this record. So it's kind of like this record is the bookends of my mellow releases, because there's 2 songs from before anything that I put out on mellow, and then there's 5 songs from after everything I put out. That's just more stuff. I don't have any plan, but it just turned out that way. That it kind of completes the the east, north, southwest of the mellow releases in a way. 360 degrees, what I say.
What was driving you towards insanity, or where was that pressure coming from?
I get taught a lot of things. I've been taught a lot of things since I was a kid, about manhood. Men are tough, men don't cry, men are strong. I got a song on this called Feels So Good to Cry. impossible to fathom I would have a song called Feels So Good to Cry. For the majority of my life, impossible that I would have a song that could never happen. You know what I mean? In 2020, I cried more than I have since I was a kid getting hit with the belt after doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Um, uh, I learned a bunch of things about women that was terrible. You know me, and the good son is behind you, and in the good son, I was in a good place, you know. But the good son was my last independent release. You know what I mean? After that, I started to release records through labels, you know what I mean? And I start to get a certain degree of opportunity to do selfish things with women that, there's a lot that I had never had before in my life. And I'm not judgmental of people. I try not to be judgmental of anybody, but I'm not judgmental of people that have opportunities to take advantage of people and take them, because I have done that. I'm not saying it's good. I should not have done it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking up, there's all various lines of degrees. I have never crossed a line of forcing anybody to do nothing they don't want to do, but I could understand the dynamics of this is a situation where I'm going to feel good about this, and this other person is not, if things don't go a certain way, you know what I mean? But here, because I have a certain degree of whatever opportunity to do something, this is not going to be harmful to me. This is going to be fun for me. It's not going to, going to be fun for them for a time or whatever, but I'm going to benefit from this, not them. And if I've been that way, I had to, and I've done things that I'm not proud of. I am proud of myself for being somebody who's been like, I don't want to live that way. That's hurting me. I'm not going to be that way anymore. But I don't think it's realistic. I don't even, mind you, I'm bringing this up now, but I don't even know what the heck what the stories are, nothing, because I don't pay attention to stories. I pay attention to my story, you know what I'm saying? But my boy Gam was telling me the other day, because he looked like James Franco. And I don't know what's problem with James Franco, but I was like, yo, who's gonna play you in the movie? It had to be James Franco. And he was like, oh, James Franco's canceled. And I said, here at Boy Sand Industries, we don't cancel people. Here at Dirty Looks, we don't cancel people. But what do these cats figure that they're gonna cancel a human being for? Which is the most ridiculous thing in the world. Oh, they're gonna cancel him. And basically what the dude told me was he was getting with mad girls. I don't know what the story is. But if in fact he's canceled for getting with mad girls, that's basically what every record been telling me is my goal for life since I was a kid, to get with mad girls. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to get with mad girls. And me, when I had the opportunity to do that, I did that too much because I thought, oh, this is what's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if if there's a more to it or whatever, but cats are on the bug out. Maybe James Franco is going through a thing in his life where he got to say, people are on the bug out. Everybody figure that they wouldn't, own slaves if they had a opportunity to, or something like that. Everybody just the same way they was 200 years ago, same amount of people. There's parallels to discrimination all around us. There's parallels to slavery all around us. And you could break them down and say, this is just the same thing, B. It's just normalized, like it's cool this way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay this way. I say all that to say that I had a lot of male toxicity going on. I had a lot of fear that I was trying to, rather than, it's kind of like I was a lot of delusion within myself. It's a strange thing. Look, now I'm a rich man, I'm better now. I don't feed the monster, you know what I mean? I'm a rich man. My boy Billy Jam was interviewing me the other day. He said, what's next? I said, I don't even know what I can want. Yo, I got friends, I got family, I got help. I'm in love. I do records all the time. Like, this is heaven. I'm in heaven, you know what I'm saying? And for it, when we first met, I had a lot of truth that I was locked into, But then, like I say, I start saying, hey, why not this? Why not this? I start looking at what's not there and rather. And then I start getting involved with stories. Hey, wait a minute. I got caught up in this is what I do. This is what it's supposed to manifest. This is what people are supposed to think of me. I'm supposed to simplify it. the toxicity was I was just separated from God, man. You know, I thought that money was more important than God. You know, I don't think I thought that notoriety was more important than God. You know, I thought that a lot of things, control. I thought all these things. I ain't got no control over nothing. I could have died a million times. God looked out for me. I was just out of touch with God. You know what I mean? And I talk about Illingsworth, and I deal with a lot of artists. I just left. I was just in Oakland for 3 days. We did a whole record with all crazy Oakland artists, yo. Overcast was in the house. Tone Oliver was in the house. 8+ come through, dropped some joints. Dropped a I'm forgetting, but these just the first, you know, Honest came through. We did a bunch of music, you know, and I deal with artists all the time. And I know so many artists that are so rich, they rich, but they sad, you know, because they like, yo, I'm mad nice. How come everybody don't know it, you know? And I got caught up in that, you know what I mean? That's really, it's a hard, you know, I got caught up in that, and it led to sadness, it led to anger, because it don't feel good thinking like you ain't getting something you deserve, you know, but I don't feel that way no more, you know, but it took a lot of pain to get there and to just be happy to be alive, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. That's real, you know. I'll be honest. You've definitely been one of the most human artists I've ever encountered in my life. Right, like whatever you were going through at different points in time seemed to be where you were very present in those. At least always come across as very present in those moments. And you know, this is actually a surprising thing to hear. I guess I never thought about the day that Homeboy Sandman would say he lost touch of God, lost touch of, you know, separate himself. But it's surprising to
I
me.
did. Yeah. I did. But you know, it's like I told you, I dealt with a lot of delusion and a lot of denial rather than dealing with a thing. So now I recognize that in others, and I'm able to be more understanding and have more, you know, more understanding of it, because God has been so much a part of my framework that when I start to move away, I was like, nah, I can't possibly be moving away. I'm just learning that it is a bitter, cold world, and I do have to be foul, and I do have to do things for reasons other than love. And I do have to, and God's just teaching me those things rather than saying, nah, you're getting weak and you're losing faith. You know what I mean? So God being such an important part of my framework and how it came up, I had to really break. I had to really break before I was ready to say, yo, I'm disconnected. So I was always able to keep up a facade of, even though I'm changing, and even though you could tell from my behavior I'm changing, you could tell from my vocab I'm changing. You could listen to the records, my vocab is different, my subject matter is different, the way I move is different, the way I'm at shows is different. And people that know me, and people, which is basically people that listen to me, know me, they could tell. Yo, I get emails. I've dealt with people that are like, yo, what's up with you, Sam? You know what I mean? At different times. And I was always like, oh, now haters are coming at me. They acting like they, you know, I didn't want to listen, you know, but then I had to really break. You know, that's feels so good to cry. Sometimes I need a break. Sometimes I need to break, you know, and Voices, another joint from this, you know, a funny story about that is that track is actually called Voices Inside. All right. So it's Voices Inside, which really changes it a little bit. But I just was, you know, like I said, I'm in the zone right now. I listen to tunes, and I just be like looking at something real quick. Yeah, sure, that's right. And then I'll be like, oh snap, it's on the record. Oh well, can't change it now. But Voices Inside is like, because you know, there's all types of different voices inside me. There's the ones I listen to now. So it's tied into like the Don't Feed the Monster concept. Like, but these are the voices now that I'm giving time to. These are the phones I'm answering. These are the calls I see. And I'm like, I, you know, yeah.